Oh my, hello, my name is Matthew, and I've got to say, what you do for your, the children at your school, and trust me, please, call me Panda as well, it's completely fine, I think we're already great on first turn. What you do to these children with your features is just amazing. Oh my god, I thought I was a fat fuck, Jesus Christ! Oh my god, fuck me fucking sideways, Frank, Jesus! Oh my god, can we just get to the episode review now, please? So, this is something that's been very anticipated for me and a couple of friends of mine, and that is the new series from the manga author Akira Amano, who has been known for her work Hitman Reborn. Now, this is her brand new series that's been out for a while, elDLIVE, and, well, the first episode of it has come out, and I was tempted to read the manga for this for a while, but I thought I'd wait through it and see what exactly the Shonen Jump Plus series and all that has to offer. Being done by Studio Period, who, of course, as a lot of people love to mention recently, they haven't been the greatest and all that with their stuff. Obviously, with the last stuff they did with Naruto, Naruto stuff was great, and even as well, I think hearing good things about the filler stuff. Although, they're very questionable way how they've been doing Twin Star Exorcist, and if anything they can say and all that, like the visual style of what they've done with Twin Star, Exorcist and all that, they seem to be kind of bringing that better to elDLIVE and all that. The one thing I definitely liked about elDLIVE, if anything and all that, it felt like kind of always, even with it was the first episode, so it can always, differentiate and all that later and on. But, one thing I definitely did enjoy about it, it was continuously, vibrant. There was always something, happening. It was always going around. You saw multiple characters, which I think, if I remember, I read the first chapter of this, the whole part of it was, completely new. I guess it was just, to introduce, multiple members of, what we saw at the elDLIVE group. And, with our main character, Chuta, I think it's safe to say if you kind of expected what we saw with Suna, then pretty much then you're going to be getting the same thing with him. However, unlike being he's not much as a pussy, I feel as what Suna was, but he's still kind of a little bit cowardly, but he has a lot more good reasons for it, as to the fact that he keeps hearing voices in his head, and people kind of avoid him because he keeps hearing this shit, and he keeps talking to himself kind of like a weirdo in a way, and that's kind of left him kind of being alone because of this stuff. And turns out after all this time, actually it was this little alien thing they had inside of his body all this time, and even being recruited by the guys from elDLIVE was we're the police and all that, you should come with us, and even this old little kind of schoolgirl crush that he has, which is kind of Cinderella kind of bitch that kind of absolutely hates him for it. Seems it's no, actually, we're part of the police as well. And even when you got to see from that guy Brick, I believe his name was, Brick Lane, he was yeah, join again. You have a really high SPH level and all that, so you can definitely be used to the society and all that. And you can be there and hey, go and arrest us for C-class one. You can do that, that'll be fine. Although no one really has too much faith in him, and even when he's whoa, space and shit, what's going on? He's I'm barely trying to keep up my school life as it is. And as we were discussing earlier with the big busty lady that was in, as there was their teacher, Satome, I think her name was, turned out to be the C-ranked alien, and boy oh boy, people call me a foul ugly motherfucker, but jeez, that thing was a new level of fucking shit and all that. Holy crap, that thing was and anything I'll say, it has a very, especially from what we saw of the spaceship members, it has a very, unique, cast. It had a bunch of really unique looking aliens, going throughout on there, and it looks very bright and colorful and vibrant. And one thing I'll say is the music is the one thing I was especially really excited for, because a lot of people predicted, even when the preview first thing came out, that this was done by the same person that has done the Fairy Tail soundtrack for both seasons of the series. So you're thinking I might be coming into a little bit of the bias with this. I'm usually Fairy Tail's involved in it. Honestly, a lot of the voice actors, from what I heard as well, I believe the little thing that's inside of Chuta actually is the voice of Kagura, and also as well the voice of Happy. It honestly sounds I believe it is Rie Kukamiya, I believe that's the voice actress that actually voices Happy, and also as well Kagura from the series. But yeah, no, honestly, if anything, the voice acting for the heart sound fine, colorful, it was very colorful, it was very vibrant, again. We'll have to see where it is and like it's going to go so far. One thing I kind of did like in the episode, if anything, was there was a little bit of a mention to Hitman Reborn in there, and it's saying like the next new like Italian mafia boss is actually going to be Japanese and stuff like that. It's like, oh, you never know. So does this take place at the end of Hitman Reborn, I'm guessing? So if anything, it's just going to go, could I please just have Hitman Reborn? If anything, I'll say its first episode is probably a lot better than like how like Hitman Reborn handled, like it took so much comedy episodes until it actually went into the serious stuff. It doesn't seem like it's going to be having that, because clearly I think Akira Yamato has learned from that point. It's like, that's not going to work like that. So we'll have to wait and see what honestly where it's going. But so far, it was a decent episode. I liked the first episode. Wasn't amazing in any way. Like, there wasn't like any standout characters at the most, but I definitely did like how colorful it was. It was using like multiple background stuff and all that. But like, hopefully, like, if anything, Chusa won't be as annoying as Suna was, because Suna was very annoying for me through a very long time, and it took quite a good chunk amount of the series before I actually started liking Suna. So hopefully I might feel the same way with that. And whether or not, like, you know, Perios is like kind of bad reputation at the moment where it's been with like how it's directed and handled anime at the moment. I'm kind of curious to see what it is. I know they've got an anime original character being in that's already been done by Akira Amano, so there's going to be some differences clearly from like the source material, but we'll have to wait and see what it's going to be. Hopefully it'll be good, like, and stuff and all that. We'll have to wait and see. But that is all from me, though. Thank you as always for watching, ladies and gentlemen. You know about elDLIVE, and what do you think about that monster? Because boy, that was something. Alright, that is all from me, so I will see you guys though next time.